to one and all. I am Ram Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, CSE Department. Today I am going to give an explanation about flow control statements in Python and looping statements in Python. Okay, first, what is Python? Python is an open source language. It is user friendly, and today we are going to discuss about the flow control statements in Python. Flow control statements is also known as decision making statements. So decision making statements is nothing but we are going to make a decision based on the given condition. If the condition is satisfied, then we are going to execute some set of statements. If the condition is not getting satisfied, then we are going to execute other set of statements. Okay, in case of flow control statements, today we are going to discuss about 4 statements: if else, if else and nested if. And in looping statements we are going to discuss about while. Today we will discuss all these topics. First, let me explain about if statement. This is simple if, and I am going to write the syntax for if. As if C language, here is also the same syntax, but we have a slight modification. If condition, then we have to mark colon. Then the statements, that is the body of if. If the condition is true, then the set of statements will get executed. This is the syntax for simple if. Okay, here we have to it is determined using the indentation. The body of if statement is determined using the indentation. Let us see an example. Before going into example, first we will see the flow chart. Okay, here is the flow chart. If the condition is true, then the set of statements will get executed. If the condition is not true, then it will come out of the loop. Now we will see an example for if statement. So here is a program, here is a Python program to explain whether the given number is positive or whether the given number is positive. Let me discuss the output of this program. So a is equal to 5. So we have defined a variable a and the value of the variable is 5. Now we are going to check the condition. If a is greater than 0, if this condition is true, then this statement will get executed. If the condition is false, next the loop exits and the control comes to this line. Okay, now we are going to check 5. 5 is greater than 0 or not. Now the condition is true, so the statement gets executed. So my output will be positive. Suppose now I am changing the value to -1. What will be my output? My output will be -1 greater than 0. My condition is false, so this statement will not get executed. Only hello gets executed. So my output becomes hello in the second case. Okay, so this, how can you understand that these statements get into the if statement? That is, the statements within the if are indicated that determined in using indentation. That is, if condition colon, we have to place colon in case of Python. If it is C, then we are placing if condition curly brace, then statements within this. In case of Python, we are placing colon, and how we are determining the statements are within this block, it can be determined using indentation. So if the statements are within indentation, that indicates that the statements are within the body of the loop, if loop. How can we determine that it is out of the loop? In this example, consider that the statement, the first unintended line indicates the first unintended line indicates that the line is outside the loop. Okay. Now we'll discuss if else. So can you all understand if is condition, the condition gets satisfied, this set of statements will get executed. Next we'll see if else. Now I'll write the syntax for if else. If condition, again in Python we are going to say colon, okay, then using indentation that represents that is the statements within the if block. Then else colon statements. Now let me draw the flow chart for this. Okay. Here, if the condition is true, then one set of statement will get executed. If the condition is false, then the other set of statement gets executed. Okay. Now let me explain this with an example. We'll consider the same example. A is equal to 5 if A greater than 0 colon, then print positive, else print negative. So what will be the output of my program? So I have defined a variable A, then we have used the syntax if the condition is true, then this statement will get executed, otherwise this statement will get executed. Now my output will be, so 5 is greater than 0, so my condition is true, so what will be my output? My output will be positive. Okay. Now I am changing this to minus 5. Minus 5 is not greater than 0, so this will not get into this loop. So the else part will get executed. In the else part, now it will print it as negative. So if the condition is true, then this statement will get executed. If the condition is false, then the other set of statement gets executed. So indentation marks that it is within the loop. If the first unintended line shows the end of the loop. Okay, this is if else. Next we will see if else. Okay, let me write the syntax for if else. If condition colon set of statements, elif condition colon statements, finally else colon statements. Okay. Let me draw the flow chart for this. Conditions, statement, now if you want to go for multiple condition checking, then we can use if else. If the first condition is true, then this set of statement will get executed. If not, we are going to check for the second condition. If the second condition is true, then second set of statement is going to get executed. If the second condition is false, then we are determining that third set of statements. Okay, now if the condition 1 is true, then statement 1 gets executed. If the condition 1 is false, then we are going to check for other condition. If that condition is true, then this statement will get executed. If the second condition is false, then third set of statement gets executed. That is if, else. So we are going to check for multiple conditions. In the previous case, we have checked only for only one condition. If that condition is true, then set of statement get executed. And in case of this, if your first condition is true, that statement get executed. Otherwise, we are going to check for the second condition. The second condition is checked and the statements gets executed. And finally, if all those conditions are false, then we are going to execute the last set of statements. We will see an example here. If we have taken the same example, determining whether the given number is positive, negative or 0. We are going to consider another one case. So if a greater than 0, we are going to print positive. We are going to check one more condition. If a equal to 0 colon print 0 else colon print negative. Okay, let me explain this program. First, we have a value for a, then we are going to check the condition. If the given condition is greater, that is the given number is greater than 0, then we are going to print the given number is positive. Otherwise, we are going to check for one more condition. If the given number is equal to 0, then we are going to print 0. Otherwise, if both these conditions are false, finally this statement gets executed. In this case, first we are going to check 5. 5 is greater than 0. The condition is true, so my output will be positive. Okay. Let me consider this as minus 5. So first it will check this loop. Minus 5 greater than 0, the condition is false, so this statement will not get executed. Then it will check again for this condition, minus 5 equal to 0, again this becomes false, so finally the else part gets executed, so it prints negative. Now I am explaining it with one more example. A is equal to 0, first 0 greater than 0, it will check for that condition. The condition is false, so next again the second condition is checked, that is 0 equal to 0. If this condition is true, so my output will be 0. So my input is 0 and my output will be printed as 0. So in case of if, else, we are going to check for the first condition. If the first condition is true, then the statement will get executed. If not, we are going to check for the second condition. If the second condition is true, then the second set of statement gets executed, or else the third statement gets executed. Okay. We'll understand this with one more example. Let me explain this with one more example. We are going to find the greatest among three numbers. Now I am going to write three numbers. A is equal to 5, B is equal to 6, C is equal to 3. So we are considering three numbers A, B and C. First we are going to check if A greater than B and A greater than C. Print A is greater. If we are going to check for the second condition, B greater than C colon, so we have to place colon in if, and else. Then the indentation shows the beginning of the if loop, beginning of if and beginning of else. Print B is greater. Else colon print C is greater. Okay. In this case, first the value of A is 5, B is 6, C is 3. First the condition is checked. If A greater than B and A greater than C, if both the conditions are true, then this statement gets executed. Otherwise, next statement, if B greater than C is checked. If this statement is true, then this statement gets executed. Otherwise, if both the conditions are not true, then this statement gets executed. Now, consider this example. We have taken 5. 5 is greater than 6 and A is 5 greater than 3. So, 5 greater than 6 is false and 5 greater than 3 is true. In case of AND, if one is false, the other one becomes false. So, the condition becomes false. Now, we are going to, so first condition becomes false. Now, we are going to check for the second condition. In case of second condition, what is the value of B? 6 greater than, what is the value of C? 3. So, 6 is greater than 3. The condition is true. So, B is greater. So, my output will be B is greater. So, can you understand here? First, we are going to check if A is greater than B and A is greater than C. If this condition is true, then we are going to print A is greater. Otherwise, we are going to check. So, if both these conditions becomes false, then we are going to check for B greater than C. If B is greater than C, then we are going to check, we are going to print D is greater. If both these condition fails, then we are going to print C is greater. Hope you understand if else now. Next, we are going to see nested if. Next one is nested if. So, nested if is nothing but we are going to write an if statement within another if statement. Let me write the syntax for that. If condition colon if condition colon statements else statements else if condition colon statements else colon statements. So, remember that you have to place the colon after if statements. So, after the condition you have to place colon, then the set of statements within the if block must be indented. Okay. Now, we will see the same example for finding whether the given number is positive or negative. Okay. A is equal to 5 if A greater than 0, A greater than or equal to 0, if A equal to 0, print 0, else print positive, else print negative. So, what is nested if? Nested if is nothing but we are going to have an if statement within another one if statement. So, if condition, then we are going to write one more if statement within that if statement. If this condition is true, then the next set of if statement gets executed. If this condition is true, then this statement executed, otherwise the else part gets executed. If the first condition fails, then we are going for the else part. In the else part, we are going to write another one if statement. If that condition satisfies, we are going to execute the statement, otherwise the second set of statements get executed. In this example, we are going to see A is equal to 5 if A greater than or equal to 0, first condition. If this condition is true, then we are going for the next step. If A equal to 0, then print 0. If this condition, the second condition is false, then the else part get executed. If the first condition is itself fails, then we are going to execute the else part. In this case, first we are taking the example is 5. 5 is greater than or equal to 0. My condition is true. So, next step I am going to check 5 equal to 0. So, this condition becomes false. So, the else part get executed. So, my output will be positive. Now, if it is minus 5, what will be my output? minus 5 greater than or equal to 0. My condition is false. So this statement is false. So the alternative to this statement is this else part. So my output will be negative. For example, now if A is 0, so it will check 0 greater than or equal to 0. My condition is true. So the next it will check for the next condition, 0 equal to 0. Here also my condition is true. So now my output will be 0. So hope you can all understand the if, elif, nested if and if else statements. Let me give a recap. In case of if statement, if we have seen if else, elif, elif, else, and finally nested if. So in case of if statement, if the condition is true, the statement gets executed. In case of if else, if the condition is true, then we are going to execute a set of statement. If the condition is false, then the else part gets executed. Then in case of if elif else, if the condition is first condition is true, then we can execute the first statement. If the first condition fails, then we are going for the second condition. If that second condition is true, then we are going to execute the second set of statements. Otherwise, if both the conditions are failed, then we are going to execute the else part statements. Then in nested if statements, we are going to write an if statement within another if statement. That is nested if. Hope you all understood this. Now we are moving to looping statements. Next comes into picture the looping statements. In looping statements, here we are going to discuss about while. So what is a looping statement? Some set of statements are going to execute it again and again. That set of statement is called looping statement. Looping statement is also known as iterating statements. So we are going, if you want to execute some set of statements repeatedly, then we go for looping statements. Here is an example, here is a method to loop the statements, that is while statement. Let me write the syntax for while. While condition colon, then you have to mark indentation set of statements. So the statements get repeated again and again until the condition becomes fail. So that is the syntax for while. So the statements within the while block gets repeated over again and again until the condition fails. Okay, let me explain this with an example. I is equal to 1. Now I have to print my name 10 times. How can I do it? Print Ram. Print Ram. Can I do it like this? No. Instead, I can use an iterating statement. I is equal to 1 while I less than or equal to 10. My condition, so I have to print it for 10 times starting from 1. So I have given it as 1. Then we have to iterate the loop for 10 times. So the value of I has to be checked till 10. Now I have placed colon. Now I am going to print my name. So what happens here? First the value of I is 1. So 1 is, we are going to check for the condition 1 less than or equal to 10. My condition is true. So what is going to be get printed? So my name prints. So my name gets printed. Next I am going to increment the value of I. Now I is equal to I plus 1. What is my value of I? Now it is 1. 1 plus 1 becomes 2. So I becomes 2 now. Now again the loop gets repeated. The value of I becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 10. The condition is true. So now again my name gets printed. Next again the value of I gets incremented. I is now 2. 2 plus 1 becomes 3. So 3 is less than or equal to 10. The condition is checked and my name gets printed. So this goes on repeat repeated until my condition fails. So for the 10th time, if 10 is less than or equal to 10, the condition is true, so now my name gets printed. Next, the value of I gets incremented, I becomes 11, 11 less than or equal to 10, the condition fails, so it will come out of the loop. Suppose here I am giving a statement, print end. So now my output will be, my name will be printed 10 times and it will come out and it will print it as 10 times it will get printed and at last it will print end. Hope you understand. First the value of I is 1. If the condition is true, the statement will get executed within the while block. If the condition is failed, then it will come out of the loop. So the statement within the while block gets repeated until the condition fails. That is the concept of while statement. Let me explain while statement with one more example. Now I have to print numbers from 1 to 5. So I am going to use while. First I am going to initialize. I have to start the number with 1. So 1, I less than or equal to 5. I have to print the number from 1 to 5. So print I. I is equal to I plus 1. Print hello. So first I becomes 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, the condition is true. So don't forget to place the colon, then you have to leave indentation. These two lines indicate that they are within the while block and this line indicates that it is out of the while loop. So indentation plays a major role in Python. So consider this is the first statement, second statement, 3, 4 and 5. So 3 and 4 are indented within the while block, so that indicates that 3 and 4 are within the while block, and fifth statement marks the end of while loop, that is the first unindented block. Okay, now we will explain this. I becomes 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, the condition is true, so the value of I gets printed, that becomes 1, then I will get incremented, I becomes 2, 2 less than or equal to 5, the condition is checked. So that is true, so 2 gets printed, then 3 less than or equal to 5, the condition is true, so 3, then 4 less than or equal to 5, the condition is true, so 4 gets printed, 5 less than or equal to 5, the condition is true, so 5 gets printed. So my output will be, once again we are going to increment the value of I, 6 less than or equal to 5 is false, so this condition is false, so it will come out of the loop. My out of the loop first exit statement is hello, so hello gets printed. So my output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and hello. Hope you all understand the while concept. Let me explain this with one more example here. I is equal to 1, S is equal to 0, while I less than or equal to 5, colon, S is equal to S plus I is equal to I plus 1, print sum. Okay. Now what this program is to print the sum of first 5 numbers. So what will be the output of my program? First the value of I is initialized to 1. So we are going to start from 1 and we are going to check the condition till 5. So I am going to add numbers from 1 to 5. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what will be my output? 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 5 15. So I have to get the output as 15. Okay. Now we are going to initialize a variable S is equal to 5. Now we are going to check 1 less than or equal to 5, the condition is true. So we are going to add S is equal to S plus I. Initially the value of S is 0, then the value of I becomes 1. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So the value is S, the value of S is 1. Then I am going to increment the value of I. So I is equal to I plus 1. Now my I becomes 2. Again I am going to check 2 less than or equal to 5. My condition is true. So S is equal to, now the value of S is 1 in this case. So 1 plus 1 is equal to sorry, 1 plus 2. So that is s plus I. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Okay, now I gets incremented, I becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 5, my condition is true. So s is equal to 3s plus I is 3, that becomes 6. Now I gets incremented, I becomes 4. 4 less than or equal to 5, my condition is true. So s is equal to, already the value of s becomes 6 plus now my value of I is 4, that is equal to 10. Again I get incremented, I becomes 5. 5 less than or equal to 5, condition true. So s is equal to 10 plus 5 which is equal to 15. I is equal to 6. 6 less than or equal to 5, condition becomes fail. The condition fails, so it will come out of the loop. Here we are going to print s. Finally the value of s is 15. So s is 15 in this case. So my output will be sum 15. So hope you all understand this. So today we have seen if statements. In the if statements, if else, if else, nested if, and we have seen the looping statements. Looping statements are nothing but the statements which gets repeated again and again until the condition becomes fails. In the looping statement we have seen the while statements. Hope you all understand this, and thank you.